Hello, children. Welcome to another wonderful day of math class. Now, yesterday, in the last couple of days, we've been talking about transformations, how to change things in different ways. Yesterday, we talked about translations. Today, we are talking about reflections. Now, a reflection is a transformation, and it flips the figure across a given line. So a reflection flips figure over a line called the line of reflection. Okay, so a reflection flips a figure over a line, and that line is called the line of reflection. And within that, each point is the same distance from line of reflection on the opposite side. Okay, so when we flip over that line of reflection, our new points, our image, will be the same distance away from the line as it was when it started, but just on the other side of the line. Okay, so what that means is if I were to have a figure here, if I had a figure on my graph and it was, we'll say it was a backwards F. Okay, and so at this point we have a point here, 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 and here. We have 5 points on this shape, and we will call these points A, B, C, D, and E. Now, if I wanted to take this shape and reflect it over the y-axis, remember the y-axis is the one that goes up and down. The y-axis goes up and down. If I wanted to reflect it over the y-axis, I'm going to take each of my points and say, okay, how far away am I from the y-axis? And then I want to go that many more points further. Okay, so if I were to take point A, I'll say, okay, here's point A. I am 1, 2, 3, 4 away. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 away in the other direction. I'm going to put a point right here. Same with point B. I'm going to say, well, okay, well, I'm 1 away from my line of reflection. So I'm going to go 1 away and put my point here. With D, I'm 1 away, so let's go 1 away. E, I'm 1 away, so let's go 1 away. And C, I am 1, 2, 3 away, so let's go 1, 2, 3 away here. And then I want my shape to reflect itself through this to come down through these points, over and over. And this would be my reflection. This would be A prime, B prime, C prime, D prime, E prime. These would be all of my reflected shapes. So this is where I started right here. I reflected over my y line, and this is where I ended up. Now, if we were to take this information, take what we just did, and make a table to help us understand some things. If we're going to take a table to help us understand, say, okay, I'm going to make a table over here, and I want to know my point, the pre-image, and the image, and this was over y. I want to make a table of this information right here. And I'm going to have point A, B, C, D, and E. Okay, these are the points that I have. My pre-image, image A, or point A is at -4, 5. Point B is at -1, 5. Point C is at -3, 3. D is at -1, 3. And E is at -1, 1. Those are my points. And now, on my image, when I flip them, A is now at 4, 5. B is at 1, 5. Point C is at 3, 3. Point D is at 1, 3. And point E is at 1, 1. Now, what relationship do you see here when I, when I reflect over y-axis? When I reflect over the y-axis, what relationship do you see between all of my points? Yes, when I reflect over my y-axis, my x values are opposite. My x values are opposite when I reflect over the y-axis. So we could say y-axis equals opposite x values. So, just as a precursor to where we're going to be going, what about my x-axis? Think through this, and we'll reflect our pre-image to our x-axis. We're going to have new points here. Now this is going to say over x. So, let's go back to A. A, we go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's our A. B, we go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is our B. D, we go down 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. C, we go down 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. E, we go down 1 and 1, and we connect our dots in the same way that our shape should look. And here, now we have A double prime, B double prime, C double prime, D double prime, and E double prime. Now, if we're looking at our values, we would say, okay, well, A is now at -4, -5. B is at -1, -5. C is at -3, -3. D is at -1, -3. E is at -1, -1. We can say when we reflect over our x-axis, we get opposite y values. So when we reflect over our x-axis, we get our opposite y value. Okay, so reflecting over our x-axis, we get our opposite y-axis. If I had a quadrant plane and I drew a shape right here, vroom vroom, and I wanted to reflect over x. what quadrant would I be in? What quadrant would I be in if I reflect over the x-axis? Well, this is my x-axis, right? My side to side is my x, so I would reflect over that and end up in quadrant 4. Reflect to end up in quadrant 4. Not floor, that would be silliness. All right, one last thing to talk about with reflections. Get rid of all this nonsense up here. We want to say, all right, when I am reflecting, let's say I'm going to reflect a trapezoid. I want to reflect a golden trapezoid, and we're going to go. I don't know why I'm starting over there. I'm going to start down here this time. Here's my shape that I want to reflect. And I want to reflect up to here, up to here, up to here, up to here. And let's make this a little different of a color so we know it's our reflection. Okay, and here's our reflection. What do we notice about our sides? Our side lengths, our angles, our parallel lines. We got parallel lines side to side, parallel lines side to side. What do we realize about our shapes and our angles? They are the same. When we reflect, our angles and sides stay the same. They don't move. They don't change. Our transformations, we keep same sides, same angles all the time. So when we're reflecting, we get same sides, same angles. That's how we know that we're doing our transformations correctly, is we have same sides, same angles. Okay? Same sides, same angles. So go ahead, focus on thinking about some of this, and we will talk about it tomorrow. Have a great rest of your night.